can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with MK Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was clutter. Doing this so subtle, fumbling out through the rubble. Remember this in jungle, the top always gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. Those ceiling winds that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. Those ceiling winds that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. Those ceiling winds that never be the same.
Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. I heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's sauce so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all this losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break about me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating right. the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah,
And I hit that.
okay, yeah, yeah,
And I hit that. Sorry, like you know.
okay, yeah, yeah,
And I hit that.
okay, yeah, yeah.
And I hit that.
Ay, yeah. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Ay, since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Ay, talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Ay, trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Panther. 1st and 10 at the 30.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch 80. Watch 80. He likes to get those jump balls.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So we see it right here on the opening drive, throwing the football in these snowing conditions. Going to be very, very tough. You wonder if they're going to rethink the aerial attack going forward.
It will be interesting, and it'll be a debate because most of the quarterbacks that we know, they believe they can throw through anything. They don't care if it's rain, snow, it doesn't matter as long as they get a chance to throw the football. And I think a lot of coaches think that in these conditions, let's throw it early before things get worse.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Brian Burns, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Down. 3rd and 15.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first.
But it's 4th down.
Going for it on 4th down. Allen flushed out right. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in. And as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Win the rep, let's go right here.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, I'm coming after you.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Check it out.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
7-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Christian McCaffrey, the ball carrier, brought down by A.J. Klein. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bills' 20.
We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Christian McCaffrey, the ball carrier. Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Levi Wallace.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Check 26, check 26.
Here's Bridgewater. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now an option play on 2nd down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. From the 35 on second down, Bridgewater. His throw incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and it's third down.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's fourth down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Mike, 53, Mike, you're wild, man. You don't want to know. Hey, alert 3.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
Turnover on down.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a first down. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
On the tackle.
He's going to go deep for Beasley. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The 23-yard line.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Escaping the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
Incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 47-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Play action now. Bridgewater. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas, and it's 3rd down.
Watch the twins. Here we go, okay. Watch the run, watch the run.
Here's Bridgewater. Taking a shot for Samuel. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They go right back to Singletary. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Singletary again. And he gets gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
First down, Buffalo.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
9 yards.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
From the 22, Allen. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers 16. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now Allen. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Allen flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Allen being chased out left. He may try. Allen hit. He lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Retains possession.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Here's Allen to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
And we're back now in Charlotte, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A.J. Klein on the tackle there.
On the play. Brings up 2nd and...
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. It's out time. It's out time, guys. It's out time.
Now Bridgewater. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Bridgewater going to get it out quickly to Moore. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Bridgewater again. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The sack there by Trent Murphy.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
53 for Mike. Still go for
From the gun, Bridgewater. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They get this out quickly to the left side, but he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down, and the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 39 yards there. A big one.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Gain on the play.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
48-yard line.
Now Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
It's 3rd down.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On 2nd down now, Singletary. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Allen to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
makes the score.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Bridgewater's pass intercepted by the Bills. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And the punt team is out there. It's not 4th down. Maybe the cold weather here freezing their brain a bit. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Tonight's final score, Bills 17. Panthers.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them. What I told him. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
Second nature, all is automatic.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bills Stadium in upstate New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Fielded in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
That's good for a...
Give him 2 yards on that play. And the Bills will move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Singletary here running out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. He tore Gross Matos there to bring him down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Carolina.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 28. A very solid gain of 27.
First down, Panthers.
First down, Bridgewater. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
Second down.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater, that's to McCaffrey, complete.
Bridgewater's.
It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
4. And it's 3rd down.
To throw, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
The 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
With the carry for they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football before he knew it. He was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
3.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Remember, don't let Josh Allen's size fool you. 6'5", 240, but he can move pretty well.
It fooled everyone. Let's just be frank about the whole thing. When he came out of Wyoming, you could see on tape that he could move fairly well, but you didn't see him as a big-time running threat. That really evolved when he hit the league with the Bills. My only concern about him is at 6'5", got to learn to make himself a little smaller when it gets to be the point of contact, because I don't want him getting hurt out there.
And we're seeing, though, that he can execute the RPO pretty well.
Boy, can he ever. And that size does come into play for him because he can see over the top of the defense and make a decision about whether to keep it or whether to throw it downfield.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills have taken the lead.
I like a fancy playbook as much as anyone, but sometimes certain situations, they just call for doing the basics.
And that's what they did. Gave it to the big boy, and he got in for 6. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's more. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air again with Bridgewater. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Stephon Diggs. Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
For a Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Allen now on first down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cornelder. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Taken in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Singletary, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31.
Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
It's a gain of 7.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On the ground, it's Singletary. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bills will extend their lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
For Carolina.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the
out of the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 47. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, that is caught at the 7. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And 4.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. And on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Muscles him off. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
We saw it at Stanford. It does not surprise me to see it here in the NFL as well. This is one elusive young man.
He set the NCAA record in 2015, 3,864 all-purpose yards.
Listen, after watching that move, I just called.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 55 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
For the point after.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen going deep for Diggs. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They run here with Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will add on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. I heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all this losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other, think that